Hello, everybody. I'm trying to clarify the issues of green cards or mass amnesty for illegal migrants versus mass deportation. I title it clarification on the issue of green cards slash mass amnesty or TPS as opposed to mass deportation. The issue started with President Obama not passing a green card bill in favor of the Dreamers through, no, though we gave him a supermajority of 60 senators for 4 months. Whereas in January 9th, 2018, Senator Lindsey Graham on live TV tried to pass a mass amnesty for 11 million illegal migrants. Which President Trump fully embraced. Let me say it again. This is too important. The issue started with President Obama not passing a green card bill in favor of the Dreamers, though we gave him a supermajority of 60 senators at that time for 4 months. Whereas in January 9th, 2018, Senator Lindsey Graham, live on TV, tried to push a mass amnesty bill for the 11 million illegals at that time, which President Trump fully supported. However, under President Biden, the United States had experienced an invasion of about 15 million illegal migrants with the help of 9 globalist organizations or NGOs, according to Ben Bergquam, a Real American Voice reporter at the US southern border. And in June or July of this year, Charlie Kirk and Steve Bannon got disappointed by the idea from the ruling class to pass a mass amnesty not of 11 million illegals anymore, but 25 million this time. That's a stretch. I supported Lindsey Graham's original idea of an amnesty of 11 million illegals. But the 25 million of today's bill, it feels pushy or forceful or bullying, or it feels like a strain on my body. In addition, I still would like Senator Lindsey Graham's initial offer to succeed. The initial offer was to pass an amnesty bill of 11 million illegals. That was the offer. I still support the offer. Except that the illegals need to be educated about the foundation of the United States, not only migrants, but also immigrants or Americans. We all need to be educated about the foundation of America. You can hear on a video where I informed both Charlie Kirk and Steve Bannon on the issue of educating people in America. Let me re-say it. It's like something I wrote, and I'll be trying to improve it over time. Or let me speak a little bit on it. Yes, I would like an amnesty bill to pass in favor of illegal migrants. That's what I'm trying to push as a gift, a Christmas gift for illegals. But I'd like people to remember or to be educated about the issue, because when I talk to neighbors about it, there's too much confusion. And January 9th, 2018, Senator Lindsey Graham was trying to push for a mass amnesty of 11 million illegals. But it couldn't go. It couldn't go because it was too much, too many. It was why is it so many? Because President Obama had the opportunity with 60 senators that we gave him to pass a bill for the dreamers. He didn't even need the support of Republicans to pass it. But he didn't pass it. That's why by 2018, the number of illegals had increased all the way to 11 million. President Trump at least tried. We supported the idea that came from Lindsey Graham. It is unfortunate that it didn't pass. Now, it's hard because it's 25 million. That's not a joke. 25 million? But something has to be done because too many people are illegal in the US. A bill must be passed. A green card bill supposed to be passed. The question is, passed for whom? Is it for all 25 million or for the 11 millions from 2018, from 2018, or is it a new decision? I do not know. I do not know. That's why I'm like, you know what? Write something and go on YouTube. Probably some people will respond and will help me make clarification. That's crazy. That's crazy. I would like a green card bill to pass as a Christmas gift. About 2 months ago, I made a video about it, but now I'd like to keep pushing it all the way to December. Why? Because too many people are illegal in the US. Too many people are illegal in the US. and I'm against the dignity bill. I heard that there's a dignity bill around, and it's evil. It's evil. The people need a green card. They just need a green card. That's it. The same way people used to have a green card in the past. Now it's hard to get a green card. I don't know, because people are trying to stop people like Lindsey Graham. I support Lindsey Graham. I support his idea of passing a bill, passing a bill. I don't know if it's 11 million or more or less, but at least do something. Do something to reduce the number of illegal migrants in the US. Yes, there is a deportation going on. Okay, let it be. Let it be. But at the same time, the idea of passing a green card bill for illegal migrants, it feels necessary. Necessary. Too many people are illegals at once. It's not good for them. It's not good for the country. It's not good for them. It's not good for the country. But let's face it, guy, 25 million? Isn't it a stretch? I really don't know what I don't know. I wouldn't mind to see all 25 million people receiving green cards, but the problem is so many people who are not educated about the US receiving green cards at once. I believe the problem isn't even green cards. The problem is education. People are not educated about the US. They don't know what the US is. What the only thing they know is what they learn from the media. That's it. And schools do not do a good job either. I'm disappointed in schools in America. They do not do a good job educating people about what the US is. It takes personal efforts to get to understand. Now with the help of the internet, it's hard. It's extremely difficult. It is difficult. That's why I'm like, you know what, Tony? Go say a few things. Go say a few things. Some people will agree, some people will disagree, but at least if I speak, I will probably find some people responding to what I say, and light would be shed, which will help me have a better understanding of what's going on. Let me say it again. I am in favor of of an amnesty bill to pass as a Christmas gift. I would like President Trump to pass a bill for illegals as a Christmas gift. But the question is, for how many people? For all 25 million? 25 million uneducated people. When I say uneducated, I mean not educated about what the US is. And then that's enough people to put an end to America, to end America as we know it. In America, where people have the opportunity to speak their minds. Right now, we can speak our minds. But if we vote against America, we will get to a point where we're no longer able to say what we think. That's hard. It's like it's a trap. It's a trap. And when the people live in the US, it's good for them. At least they have the privilege or the opportunity to see firsthand what the US is. It's one thing to see what the US is on a screen from a different country and to live in America. When you live in America, you have a chance to see for yourself what America is. But if you are an illegal, you cannot learn that much. You're scared. Too much fear. I said to Steve Bannon or Charlie Kirk before Charlie Kirk passed, I said, the solution is education. We at Siwo Program are trying to educate people. Educate people about the US history. The history we seem not to teach in America. People, history, let me give an example. When I say history, I meant when Andrew Jackson, President Andrew Jackson, when he was a candidate or he was trying to create the Democratic Party, he had the opportunity to include black people as as part of the Democratic Party. He didn't want to. And this is not taught in school. That's not fair. President Abraham Lincoln, for instance, he gave his life for black people. He gave his life because of black people. He lost his life. And not only him, everybody who died with him. People just ignore these things. Okay, if we ignore these things, that means we don't know history of America. Some people say, "Oh, Tony, I didn't know he died trying to free black people." I'm like, "Yeah, he did." These baby things are baby things we have to consider. Or President uh, Eisenhower, President Eisenhower was the one forcing uh, the Democratic Party to welcome black kids inside schools where white kids go. Some people say, "Oh, really? What do you mean?" President Eisenhower? I say, "Yeah." And I didn't know it either. But President Eisenhower is a Republican. You mean a Republican president was the one helping black people to go sit in classrooms with white people? I'm like, yes. I saw it on YouTube. Oh, I don't get it. Aren't these people racist? I don't know if they're racist or not, but they are the one who fought for black people. Oh, how come it's not taught? I don't know why it's not taught. Another thing is black people. Look at right now, LeBron James. We have We have right now black people being arrested and playing for the NBA as if it's nothing. It's not nothing. It's something. It's something. It's big. It's huge. It's black people's image. When you take someone like LeBron James is the face of black people in America, or it's the face of so many black people in America. That's not fair. The kind of things I've heard from Stephen A about LeBron, I'm like, that's childish, that's children. At this level, LeBron's image supposed to be protected. I don't know. But I understand there's a money thing. There's a money thing going on ever since President Lyndon Johnson. Ever since President Lyndon Johnson, we've been trapped in this money thing with the Democratic Party. Yeah, we've been trapped. Now the biggest trap is Obamacare. Obamacare. It's like we're losing our free will. I'm in favor of making money. At the same time, I'm also in favor of free speech, the privilege to be able to express my opinion easily, the way I've been doing it in the US for about 22 years now. This education problem is huge. We are facing a huge education problem in the US that we need to take seriously. If not, AI will take over, and before you know it, all the important informations to know will disappear. And once you no longer have information available, there is no freedom left. We will not be able to talk about human rights. We can say humans have rights based on the informations available. So it's not only illegal migrants who need to be educated about America. Legal immigrants like myself must be educated also. Even some white or Asians and so on in America. There is no America without the education. I'm for a mass amnesty to pass. Why? Because if not, America will suffer. The country will, when you have so many illegal people suffering, it means the whole country suffers. But how can we give green cards to illegal migrants when even white Americans don't even know, I don't know. Should I say don't even know or don't even care about America's past, Americans' history? And I'd like to ask President Obama this question: Do you regret that you had 60 senators for 4 months and you still didn't pass a bill in favor of the Dreamers? Do you regret that? Because now it's about 20 something million. If you passed that in your time, now we would have much we would have less less people, less illegals. It's like now we are trapped. Why? Because too many people are illegal. And can we afford to give green cards to so many people who are not even educated about the country? What kind of decisions they will be making? Oh, why would you care? I do care because I have children in America. I understand I'm old, but my children are not old yet. I would like them to enjoy a free America, the same America I have enjoyed for 200, for 22 years. Tony, I don't see why you care. Okay, but America is bad because America is racist. America is racist because the Democratic Party, they have played politics. But I don't call it politics, I call it evil. But for some reason, they call it politics. When it takes someone like President Eisenhower to force black people to go sit down in the same class as white people, that's evil. Because in our Declaration of Independence, we say that we hold as true or as evident that we are all or we were all created equal. We hold it as a self-evident truth. It's like it's an obvious truth. That what? All men are created equal. All people are created equal. That's what we hold, we Americans, as the truth. I mean, for some people to say no, 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 that's not true. Black people and white people, they were not created equal. White people are superior. That's not true. Oh, because we have evidence. No, Francis Galton came with a theory. It wasn't a law. It was not a scientific law that white people are superior. No. And the Democratic Party used it against us black people. How does it make any sense? How does it make any sense for us to say, to be surprised that Eisenhower was a Republican or Abraham Lincoln was a Republican, the one who founded the Republican Party? And the problem is not even the Democrats. The problem is us means black people and the Democratic Party, because we receive money from the Democratic Party ever since Lyndon Johnson. Like we have sold our souls. We have to repent. We have to step back to say no. That's it. Enough. We have to say enough. It breaks my heart to say someone like LeBron James, who've been working so hard for so many years, he has managed to keep his image not perfect, but good enough. Good enough as a man, as a famous man. Now he's trapped. He's trapped. I believe I believe one of the mistakes that's being made during this Trump administration is that they allow too many Democrats at the White House making decisions for President Trump. Democrats aren't comfortable with black people. That means if you allow Democrats in your administration making decisions for black people, for the administration, the decisions, they will quietly make evil decisions against black people, and then people will blame Trump. And Chris Cuomo was the one saying it. I didn't even know it. He was saying it probably to Bill O'Reilly. He was saying, "Oh, okay, why? Okay, if this is the case, Bill, why do you allow so many? Why does the Trump administration allow so many Democrats hanging around at the White House?" That's why I probably blame President Trump. He shouldn't. Okay, if Democrats, they take pleasure in trying to limit black people access. And then you allow them in your administration, you allow them around. And then now it makes sense that they are putting LeBron James in trouble. The NBA players, I disagree with the NBA players' attitude. But if it was, if there was no Democrat around, I don't know, trying to entrap black men, this wouldn't probably happen. This probably would not have happened. We probably have warned them. We say, okay, guys, if you don't stop it, you'll be in trouble. To say now Stephen A. Against LeBron, that's not good. That's not good for black people. I understand now Stephen A. is a politician. He wants to be the president. Yeah, but you don't have to destroy, to help the Democratic Party destroy black men so that you can be the president. You can still be the president without destroying the image of black men. Your responsibility is to see things the way it is so that LeBron James' image might be protected. If LeBron did evil, too bad. But you're not supposed to be the one destroying LeBron. That's not fair. LeBron has been good for Stephen A. because LeBron has been good for the NBA for over 20 years. He has given his life for the NBA. oh, LeBron is rich. Yeah, but Robert Smith is also rich. Robert Smith invested his life as an engineer, as an entrepreneur. Now he's the richest black billionaire in America. LeBron could have been even richer than Robert Smith if he studied engineering be, and have become an entrepreneur the same way. When you consider how much effort the guy has put on a regular basis for over 20 years, he did. And then as a famous person, he has to maintain a good image for over 20 years. He deserves good treatment in society. That's why I disagree with Stephen A. I understand you want to be a politician, but don't be a politician against LeBron James. Don't use LeBron James to grow yourself. Anyway, I wasn't, the reason I'm coming out to be speaking about these things, is because of the amnesty thing for illegal migrants. I want illegal migrants to receive green cards from the Trump administration or from President Trump himself. I understand Steve Bannon 100%. I'm for Steve Bannon, but the answer to Steve Bannon is education. The problem is not the immigrants. The problem is the education. Because even Americans, people who are born in America, white people, are not educated about history of the United States. They hold a bunch of lies as true. And then they are making decisions based on the lies. One lie is that Eisenhower was racist. How can Eisenhower be the one being a racist when he was the one using the troop, the American military, to force black kids to go sit down with white students? And the Democratic Party resisted him? Isn't it the Democratic Party the racist? Oh. Eisenhower tried to use force, not tried, he used force to make black kids sit down with white kids inside a classroom. And then he's the one being called a racist, and the Democrats who didn't even want black kids inside the classroom, the same Democrats are being treated like angels. They are holy people, and Abraham Lincoln, who gave his life for black people, who killed them? The Democrats. For what reason? Because he's freed black people from the hands, from the brutality of the Democratic Party. I don't understand that everybody's scared of saying it. Everybody's scared of saying what happened. It's like in Haiti, Jean-Jacques Dessalines was the one who fought with us to free us from slavery in 1804. And then now I'm scared of saying he fought. Oh, you have to be careful not to say that because you're gonna be a racist. I mean, that will make me a racist if I say Jean-Jacques Dessalines fought to free black people from slavery against the French government, the French king. Oh, don't say it's Eisenhower. Okay, what to say then? Or you can say it's Eisenhower, but you have to say he's a racist. He was a racist. Okay, who wasn't a racist then? The Democrats. The Democrats who are trying to keep black people away, keep black kids away from white schools. I don't see why people are not angry. Instead, they are angry against Eisenhower. It cannot be more backwards. Oh, the system, it's a systemic problem. Yeah, it's a systemic problem because we black people agreed to have a bad deal, money deal, with Lyndon Johnson. It was our responsibility at that time to say no to the money Lyndon Johnson offered. We sold our souls for money, and right now we're paying the consequences. Public school is a mess. Who suffer? Mostly black kids. It makes sense because you receive a bad deal. We have to hold ourselves accountable. We have to repent to say, okay, we repent. We regret. We regret we made that deal. And then from now forward, we will make up our mind to act differently or to perform differently, not on the basis of money. It's on the basis of our own efforts. Why am I saying these things? Because of education. We want illegal migrants to be educated about America. There are enough Americans who know history, like Thomas Sowell, for instance. Thomas Sowell's books supposed to be taught because he does a good job. Keep America's history alive. Get illegal migrants to what? Learn about America history. Why? So that they can make good decisions. They can help America making good decisions. Give them green cards so that they can live legally, freely, happily. But in return, they have to sign that they will learn real history of America, not the lies that even college to some extent is pushing. And that's very dishonest. Because college is supposed to be the light of society. And for college to be scared of teaching real history, and to teach lies instead, you feel so comfortable teaching lies and push aside history. That's not fair. Yeah, I don't know how am I gonna be able to maintain it, but I will come in front of the screen to keep on saying these things until, I don't know, probably it will help. Probably it will help. I have no guarantee that what I'm doing right now will help, but it's better to try than not trying. I have to be grateful. I know these things because some other people have tried. I feel like it's my responsibility to come in front of a camera and say them. Maybe it will help. Maybe it will help a bill to pass in favor of illegal migrants. Maybe it will help many illegal migrants to be educated about America's history so that they can help their children. They can help their children make better decisions, not decisions causing their children to become like a bunch of jokes or go to prison for no reason to enrich the Democratic Party. That's no good. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for spending the time with me. Okay, bye bye.